What's going on, guys? I'm gonna be predicting Ariane versus Marab. Um, Dumas's fight was canceled, and also Nurmagomedov was also canceled. So the first fight of the night is Tyson versus Bruno Silva. Tyson, he just knocked out Ade Osborne when he went for the flying knee. And Bruno Silva's last fight was Victor Rodriguez by knockout. There's a big, it's a 7-year age difference. Tyson 7 years older. He has pretty quick and effective counters, but I think the more dangerous fighter is Bruno Silva. I think when I was watching the Ade Osborne fight, Tyson wasn't really putting that much output out. He just was waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think Ade Osborne was winning that fight, and he just went for a flying knee and got caught. I think it was a left hook that put him out cold. But before all that, he was losing the fight, and he was just waiting for the counter, and Ade made the mistake. But I think if Bruno puts the pressure on the feet, he should be able to win. Tyson, I think he's just gonna sit back, wait for the counters. I think Bruno Silva is gonna take the win. If I had to say how, his last two fights were knockouts. I'll say they get past the first. We're gonna say round 2 knockout for Bruno Silva. On to the next fight, Tony Gravely versus Victor Henry. I think I watched Tony Gravely's versus Javid Basharat. Raphael Assuncao. They're both coming off of losses. Gravely, I feel like if Gravely uses his wrestling, he could win a decision. But I think Victor Henry has more power. I think he's a little bit quicker. And he's probably the more dangerous fighter. Tony Gravely's last one was Johnny Munoz Jr. by knockout. And Simon Oliveira. Was Barcelos. I want to say Victor Henry wins a hard-fought decision. He's a little taller too, but the reach basically cancels out the height. So next fight, Aldrich versus Ariane Lipski. Ariane Lipski. They're both coming off a loss again. Lipski's a 200 underdog. A year apart. About the same height and same reach. I think Aldrich could get the finish because of the wrestling. Her last loss was by knockout. She's out of her last 4 fights, she's been knocked out 3 times, and then she won a decision. Those are decisions. Erin Blanchfield. We just seen how good she is. She just was piecing up Jessica Andrade on the feet. And once she took her down, it was over. Snatched that neck up, choked her out. She's probably gonna fight. Maybe she fights Talia Santos for #1 contender, because Shevchenko's probably gonna fight Alexa Grasso again. I'm gonna say JJ Aldrich uses the wrestling. Maybe gets a sub, but probably a decision. Next fight, Mario Bautista versus Cannetti. The Ninja. He's coming off of 2 wins and 3 losses. Plus 600. Mario Bautista is a minus 900 favorite. If you look at the age right here, 14 years age difference. Mario Bautista has better reach, longer reach by an inch, and he's 3 inches taller. I think Mario Bautista, whatever way he wants to finish this fight, is gonna happen. Maybe what was I think? Okay, straight submissions. We're gonna say second round submission. Mario Bautista gets him down to the mat, and we'll say rear naked choke. Takes his neck and he just stabs. Second round. Oh, Dumas is it? He is fighting. Well, I guess this is not first. I thought this was supposed to be first of the night. Well, I guess they moved it up the card. Okay. So we got Sedriques Dumas versus Josh Fremd. I watched Dumas's contender series. That was his last fight, right? Yeah, he chokes the guy out. I'm pretty sure it was on the feet 6 months ago. Fremd is coming off of 2 losses. A guillotine from Trayshawn Gore, and Dumas's last fight, he just won by guillotine. So 6'2" versus 6'4", but he has the reach advantage by 2.5 inches. I think they're trying to give Dumas maybe a little layup. I say, what round was it? It just says submission. I'm just gonna say Dumas by finish. KO or sub. I don't know what round he's gonna do it in, but I feel like he gets an easy finish. Well, Gregory Rodriguez been knocking out everyone, and I think, yeah, Dumas is gonna get a finish versus Fremd. Next fight, Raphael Assuncao, yeah, versus Davey Grant. Well, these Brazilian names, he's so hard to pronounce. Raphael is 40 years old, 5'5", 66.5-inch reach. Grant, 37, 5'8", 69-inch reach. So he's a little bit taller, a little bit more with the reach. Raphael's a little old, 40 years old. He's coming off of a W, but submission, decision, knocked out by Cody, knocked out by Ricky. Okay. I think Grant is better in the stand-up. He's probably going to be quicker. He's going to have probably more power. And I think if he catches Raphael on the chin, it's going to be lights out. We're going to say Davey Grant. Third round KO. Davey Grant is going to piece him up on the feet, and he's going to put him out. Next fight, no, this is not light heavyweight, this is heavyweight. Lukasz Brzeski versus Karl Williams. Karl Williams used to be a light heavyweight. Lukasz is 30, 6'4", 78.3 inch reach. And Williams is 6'3", with a 79 inch reach. So the height and reach is basically identical. I think because Karl is coming up from light heavyweight. That's what his last fight, right? I don't know. I don't know if this was... Oh, it's Contender Series. I think he's going to be quicker. And probably a little bit more powerful. I think it's the quickness is going to be it for Williams. I'll say second round knockout for Williams. I think he's just going to be a little bit more faster, and that's going to be the difference in this fight. Next fight is going to be Vitor Petrino versus Anton. I do not know how to say his last name, so we're going to just call him Anton. 7-0 Brazilian versus 8-1 Sweden. 6'2", 77.5 inch reach. Or 6'4", with a 78 inch reach. He just got rear naked choked from Jolton Almeida, and Jolton Almeida's going on a fucking... He's going crazy. He's finishing everyone that he's fighting. So, that's not a bad loss to have, to be honest. They're both stand-up fighters. Anton has been wrestling lately. I think Vitor's the more dangerous guy. If it's going to be a stand-up fight, he's going to be quicker. He's going to be more powerful. And he's probably going to have more ways to finish this fight than Anton. And I think he could keep the fight on the feet. And probably knock him out. This is light heavyweight, right? Yeah, it's light heavyweight. So the power is going to be in his hands. We're going to have to see if Anton's chin can hold up, but I think Vitor could get the knockout. Next fight. One of my favorite fighters to watch, Nurmagomedov. He's the opposite of Khabib. All he wants to do is stand up. He does lots of spinning kicks. And his last win was a Darce or a guillotine. It was a guillotine. It was a guillotine. I had bets on him. He was losing that whole fight, and he kept going for the guillotine. And the guy wasn't noticing, or I don't know what he was doing, but he finally locked it up, and it was a wrap. His guillotine is very nasty. I think if it gets to the mat, or if Jonathan Martinez shoots a bad takedown and he grabs that neck, it's going to be over with. I think Saeed's going to be better in the stand-up. He throws a lot of spinning kicks. And he's quick on the feet. I don't know if I don't really think he has that much power, but I think the quickness, and then that he has good ground game because the submissions are pretty good. The guillotine's nasty. Yeah, guillotine. If took then ground and pound. So he could get a finish, and I feel like he has more chance of getting a finish because Jonathan is getting pieced up, and he just shoots for a bad double leg. Saeed's gonna grab the neck, hop, throw the legs up, and choke him. And if not, he could win a decision. So the pick of Saeed Nurmagomedov. Next fight, Ricardo Ramos versus Austin Lingo. But yeah, I had a bet on Ricardo Ramos, and he was throwing the spinning elbows. He kept throwing, and he finally caught him, and it put him out. He's 5'9" with a 72-inch reach, and Lingo is 5'10" with a 70-inch reach, so the height and reach is similar again. Ricardo Ramos being minus 300 favorite. That's kind of big, to be honest. Because Lingo only got one loss. And who is it against? Yusuf Zalal. I think if Ramos wrestles and doesn't throw the spinning elbow without setting it up, he could wrestle. He's pretty good on the feet. I think he'll get it done, but I don't know. I don't think the line should be minus 300. But I think Ricardo Ramos should win. Maybe a decision. Maybe he gets a knockout. But I would say Ricardo Ramos. Next fight. Oh, this fight got canceled 2 weeks ago. Left us with no main event. No 5-round fight. Nikita Krylov versus Ryan Superman Spann. Krylov is good at wrestling, but he kind of tires out. But Ryan Spann also tires out after the first round. I think this is Ryan Spann's fight to win. He has knockout power. We just seen him put out Dominic Reyes badly. Really bad. He knocked him out with a jab. A jab. Maybe Reyes' jaw isn't the same, but that jab, he should have been good. But Ryan hit him with that jab, put him out cold, finished him on the ground. Ryan also has a nasty guillotine, and if Krylov shoots bad takedowns in this fight, it's not gonna be good for him. I think Ryan Spann has more power. I think he has more ways to win this fight too. He's taller and he has the reach advantage, so I think Ryan Spann as an underdog, as the underdog of the card, Ryan Spann, he's gonna take the win. He's getting a finish, probably round 1. Next fight, Alexander Volkov versus Alexander Romanov. Alexander Volkov is a stand-up fighter, but slows down in the later rounds. Round 2 and 3 is going to slow down. And Alexander Romanov, he slows down too, but he's a wrestler. And you know, when it's a wrestler versus a stand-up guy, if the stand-up guy's takedown defense isn't that good, you probably should take the wrestler. I think Alexander Romanov gets him to the ground. First round, gets him to the ground, either submits him or chokes him out. I think Alexander Romanov has more ways to win the fight because of the wrestling. He could ground and pound or just choke him out. If he gets him down once, I think it's over. Because if he gets him down in the first round, right? Let's say Romanov gets Volkov down in the first round. There's going to be a lot of ground and pound, or he's going to be fighting for submissions, right? Say Volkov survives to round 2. He already gets tired in the later rounds. So if he's getting ground and pound for, let's say, half a round, He's gonna be so tired. And then what is Romanov gonna do? Boom, shoot for a takedown, get him against the cage, get him down. I think Romanov has better ways to win this fight, and Volkov, if he doesn't get taken down, then he probably will win this fight. But I think Romanov's gonna get him down and probably finish him in round 1. And we are on to the main event of the evening. Peter No Mercy Yan versus Merab the Machine. I still don't know how to say Merab's last name. I just be calling him Merab. Peter Yan is coming off the loss to Sean O'Malley. Close decision. Could have went either way. Honestly, watching the fight live, I thought Peter Yan won. Watched it back. Round 1 it was O'Malley. Round 2 was Peter Yan. And round 3 was either. I didn't know who it could have been a tie, but I feel like just because the fight was so big, they didn't want to give it a tie. And then the other loss was Aljamain Sterling. He got backpacked. So he's coming off of 2 losses. He still should be champion, but he threw an illegal knee. If he never threw that, he would have been champion. He probably would have fought. He probably would have beat TJ badly. Peter Yan needs to get his way back to the championship. He needs to get it back to the belt. Merab, he's just coming off of a win to Jose Aldo. All he did was hold him against the cage. I think he got like 1 takedown in that fight. Maybe not even. I remember watching it. It was so boring just seeing Merab just hold Jose Aldo against the cage, and Jose Aldo just retires after the fight. Peter Yan's wrestling is pretty good. Just because Sterling just backpacked him. I don't think that's gonna happen again. He's probably been working on his wrestling. His stand-up is probably top 5 right now in the UFC. Maybe top 3, to be honest. I think Peter Yan maybe dominates Merab in a 50. 50-45. I think he can win every single round, but he starts slow. So maybe round 1 he loses. Nah, I don't think in round 1 he's just gonna let Merab take him down. He starts slow, but I don't think he's gonna lose round 1. Yeah, he could 50-45 Merab, or he can get a KO. Look at the difference. He finished Jose Aldo, and what does Merab do? Take him to decision. Boring decision. The pick's Peter Yan. I could see a knockout for Peter Yan, but I could also see a dominant decision. If you got this far in the video, remember to like, subscribe, comment down who you think's gonna win. Comment down your parlays, your bets, whatever you guys think's gonna happen. And join the Discord. I just started a Discord. It's gonna be free for this week and next week. And then I'm gonna start charging. It's gonna be cheap. But this is a pretty stacked card. You got Peter Yan, Merab, Volkov, you got heavyweights, you got light heavyweights. Got Saeed. It's a pretty decent card. Yeah, like the video. I'm trying to get more subscribers. So subscribe, turn notifications on so you could see whenever I post. And the Discord is gonna be in the description. So you guys want to join the Discord. It's going to be in the description. And Peter Yan. If Peter Yan wins this, he could work his way back up to the belt. Sterling says he's going to leave. If he leaves after the Cejudo fight, and Sandhagen wins versus Cheeto, because I think Cheeto's going to just lose that fight. Peter Yan just beat Sandhagen, so they could do Peter Yan O'Malley for the title. Peter Yan O'Malley 2 for the title. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching.